Welcome back to another video on the Excel channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Well, let's just jump right into it. So today I'll be bringing you guys a discussion on why the regeneration power in anime is so important. So what even is regeneration anyway? Well, what I will define as regeneration in this video is the ability to heal, recover, and even regrow body parts. Anything below I am considering just a healing ability, not a full regeneration ability. Now that we have defined this definition, I want you to think how many recent animes, and not recent, have this, and the protagonist, antagonist, or both. In just recent animes, I can think of Overhaul from My Hero Academia, every Titan Shifter in Attack on Titan, all Cursed Spirits in Jujutsu Kaisen, Zamasu from Dragon Ball Super, every demon from Demon Slayer, reanimations from Naruto, and Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and the Homunculus from Fullmetal Alchemist. These are instances from recent anime, but even some of these are from older anime, like Piccolo being from before Dragon Ball Z, and reanimation isn't exactly a new Naruto technique. This also shows that it has persisted and thrived throughout the ages and across generations. But why? I believe it all ties back to two key words: spectacle and freedom. You see, creating interesting fights can be difficult for many reasons, but one important reason is how you make the fight so grand, so great, and interesting to watch. If they fight for, let's say, a whole episode or two, then you should be able to see visible results such as blood, bruises, black eyes, missing teeth, or even missing limbs. Obviously, the more extreme you get, the more invested you are, because now you're left with, wow, this guy's in such a deep hole, how does he recover? This in return makes a spectacle that I previously mentioned, but a good writer doesn't focus on just the current fight, but focus on the next fight, and the one after that, and through most of the fights until the end of the story. But if a character is losing an arm, or two, and all their bones are breaking, and that character is taking burn for freeze damage, then how long would they believably be even able to fight? Now this is where the second word, freedom, comes into play. You see, if a character can regenerate, who cares if they get blown up into a million pieces, or have half their body erased, because this can easily be written back to normal by regeneration. Think about it, how many limbs has Piccolo lost at this point? At this point, he could theoretically do it forever. The author has a way out of it, causing any permanent damage. This freedom in return also creates even more spectacle. This is because now the author gets to write a weakness into the regeneration for both the villain and the hero to work around and create suspense. The villain's regeneration is usually much higher and powerful than the protagonist, due to there being few boss villains in a fight most of the time. However, the villain's regeneration usually has one main weakness that the heroes have to work around and exploit if they want to beat that unbeatable foe. A good example is Sunlight and demons from Demon Slayer. In contrast, hero's regeneration is usually weak and flawed. The one big reason for this is the author doesn't want his hero to be invincible and actually seems like they can die. This creates double amounts of spectacle because not only do they have the ability to take damage due to said regeneration, but also the reader/watcher knows that the regeneration is running out as a time limit, so they are in suspense because it's running out, but also because they previously know that the story is able to show mortal damage that would require the regeneration. One example of this is the previously mentioned Piccolo. He can regenerate arms and probably legs, even though I don't think they have shown that yet. However, it weakens him and reduces his ki every time he does it. Also, he doesn't have full body regeneration, so he can still easily die, as has happened many times. Another overall benefit of the regeneration power is that if a character ends up winning a fight, they can be missing limbs and on the brink of death, and out of any of their remaining regeneration power, but still be used for other fights later in the story due to said regeneration power being written to come back. I honestly could go on too, but in summary, regeneration just makes fights so much easier and more fun to watch and write. This also makes the times where it isn't used and it pays off so impressive and impactful. Some of the examples of this are Goku and Frieza in Dragon Ball Z, All for One vs All Might, in My Hero Academia, Goku vs Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z again, Itachi vs Sasuke in Naruto Shippuden, Toji vs Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, and Luffy vs Rob Lucci in One Piece, both things. However, you can see problems with not using Regeneration in the way that it can make the author scared of death. 2 examples of this are actually mentioned previously with One Piece and My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, due to not having any available regeneration mechanics, unless the character is born with them, which would prevent them from using any other power, as a result, My Hero Academia very rarely kills characters. By the way, this is coming from an anime only, so stuff gets animated later and it contradicts this, then don't get mad please. But so far, less than 10 characters have died, and they are none of the main 20 students, which takes you out of the immersion because you realize the author is too scared to kill anyone too important. Peace has this problem, but tenfold, not only because of the length, how many times you've seen those characters in the life and death situations, but also the author literally doesn't even kill background NPCs. However, One Piece is still great regardless, and the author also does write suspense somehow, even through those difficult circumstances. I am sure I've only touched the surface on the influence and power of regeneration in anime, but I will leave that to you guys, and I encourage you to seek all this out yourself. Thanks for watching this far, hope you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and enjoy my next video. See you.